Hi guys, happy Monday. Actually, it's Sunday, but Monday is, well, I'm recording this on Sunday because, I always record on Sunday, and I'm wearing my red because there's been a lot happening in the school district of Philly right now, and what it is that the school district is trying to send our pre-K to 2 kids and staff back this morning. And our buildings are not safe. They weren't safe before COVID, and they're surely not safe now. So, in honor, I was going to wear my shirt because the shirts came in for the Black Lives Matter T-shirt contest. But in honor and in solidarity with my PFT brothers and sisters, I am wearing my PFT shirt. See, it even got my school name on it. All right, so let's get right to it. In this episode, of course, we're going to continue our series. We are down to the last 2 of how not to be that para down the hall, because we've already described what a para down the hall is, which is a spirit killer. 2, we learn to check our privilege because, do I really have to tell you that one? 3, always be learning. Why? Because we need to know more than what the PDs at the school district give us. Them little 20 hours, ain't enough. Or you can work it. 4, we learn to be authentic. Be authentic. What? Be authentic. Be authentic. Gotta be real. And today is how not to avoid that situation. Now, you like, oh, here she go. Now, let me tell you, I am the queen of avoiding uncomfortable situations. Like, I would be like ducking and dodging. Like, I am Ali or, those two-step Bob. But there are times when you just gotta say, this is my business. So how do we deal with uncomfortable situations? Honestly, you gotta come out of respect, out of you have to come out of love. Okay, so there are going to be times that you're going to see racism, of course. That's a very easy one to see. But ageism, sexism, homophobia, you got to nip it in the bud. Now, I'm not talking about throwing your cape on every time something you think is coming up. But, sometimes you stop and listen. And then, if you need to step in, you need to step in. Now, like I said, I am one to mind my business. But there are times that you really can't mind your business. And I had to learn that over a while because, like I said, I like to avoid things. I am the one that you will see in the corner reading her book, pretend like nobody around her, or the Kindle. And so it is one of my things. And a lot of times with homophobia, people like to use Christianity, and I like to nip that in the bud with the quickness. Because I tell you, Jesus said, love one another. Jesus said, he who's without sin, let him cast the first stone. And ain't none of us without sin. And of course it means people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Right? Okay. I'm glad we got that cleared up. So, how do we deal with these uncomfortable situations? Now, look, I am no guru. And I'm still learning myself. Like I said, I try to nip it in the bud. Sometimes you can use laughter. Sometimes you can use story timing. Like, especially, bullying's easy. Kind of, no, yes, no. But how do you do it when it's bullying between co-workers, right? And you don't want to, create, add to it. Sometimes you got to step and pull that person aside that's being in the book. Be like, look, this ain't right. You know it's not right. You act like it ain't done to you when it's done to you, so don't do it to nobody else. She's your co-worker. She's my co-worker. She cares about her kids. That's why she's here. And that's all there is to it. You ain't gotta like her, but you need to respect the space that she's in. And you go over to the person that's being bullied or talked about, bring them in. Be like, hey, how you doing today? If it's another student and it happens, even in sped classes. You gotta nip it. You gotta nip it. And when it's with administrators and yourself or with another person, your best bet is to be like, I know this is what you think is none of my business, but I respect this person, and I really felt that what you did was like wrong. It made me uncomfortable as an employee here, as a staff member in this building and a part of this family. That made me uncomfortable. And honestly, I've learned to check people because I remember back in 7th grade when I was screaming for help and nobody ever heard me. It wasn't with words. Like, I was like, Mommy, I want to come home. What, I don't like it here. Nobody likes me. I remember those times when I felt so alone and so unworthy that the only thing that kept me alive was my grandfather and George Gershwin, Rhapsody in Blue. Okay, like, really, I would come home and cry. That was my thing. You don't let them see you cry. My family is like, you don't let them see you cry. I'm walking the porch, went inside the school door, walk immediately over to the record player, pop on the record for George Gershwin, Rhapsody in Blue, blasted through the house, and by the time the song was over, I'm done crying. So, okay, if that's just me, can you imagine how other people felt, how other children felt who don't have that coping system? We are that, we're right there. We're right there. So, to not be that parrot down the hall means that we don't bob and weave like that ain't none of my business. Yes, it is your business. Whoo, that was just a little bit. That was a little bit, okay? So, we're going to go more into that one because I think that's one that we really need to stick on in bullying and minding your business when and when not to. Because we model that behavior. How are we going to tell our kids, don't bully, if you see somebody is being bullied, to stand up for them, to go to them, if we don't do it ourselves? We have to model that behavior. Right? Yep. Ooh, of the week. So the tip of the week is something I just learned about, and I never actually knew it had a name. I just do it anyway. It's called prompting and fading. So prompting and fading is basically you back off how you prompt your child or your classmate or your students. Like, you're like, it's kind of hard with online, but no, not that hard. Simple. Y'all going from class to class. It is now March. Nope, sorry. It feels like March. It feels like Foreverwary. It is now February. They've been online since September. If you are going from class to class and Zoom to Zoom to Zoom, they should know the schedule by now. So you shouldn't be telling them at the end of each period, hey, time to switch over. Step back a little bit. See if you can do it. Be like, and I'll say, this period's over. What's next? Prompting and fading. Now, if you're in hybrid, or when we go back to school, because I will be coming back to prompting and fading, you know that it's a little more difficult. But it's things like every day, not telling them to put their coat away. They should know to come in and put your coat away. They should know, like hand washing. You wash your hands after you go to the bathroom. You got to wash your hands after you eat. You got to wash your hands before you eat. So you start, in the beginning, remember to wash your hands. It's time to wash your hands. As you go along, you step back a little. You don't remind them as much because you shouldn't have to, because they should be building their independence. Same thing with schoolwork. Hey, you know this answer, so let's go through it one more time. But I don't know. Okay, we're going to go through it again. And then you step back later. We've done this already. You know the steps. Go back through the steps. You can remember, you can do this, you've done this before. Prompting and fading with encouragement. Scaffolding. Our job is to make our kids as independent as possible because we cannot be with them 24/7 for the rest of their lives. And we want them to be able to stand on their own if they can, or as much as possible because, the possibilities are limitless. Okay, now, last but not least, this was a really quick one. I think I'm going to add some more to it. No, last but not least is our inspirational thought of the day. All right, so it's coming, of course, from my favorite book, P is for Pirate, right? So this one is I is for iceberg. I need to put an iceberg right there. I'm going to figure it out how to do that. Teaching content is only the tip of the iceberg of what we do for our students. We build character, boost self-confidence, kill apathy, ignite passion, cultivate creativity, promote perseverance, and foster empathy. We do so much more than what a test score could possibly reflect. We change lives. Now, I thought that was kind of interesting. Eyes for iceberg because it's snowing, right? And if you don't know, winter is my favorite time of the year. It is also my favorite season. Never mind, it's my birthday in there. And also, I love snow. Why do I love snow? Because it's always unique. There's never the same snowflake. Snow blankets. It's like a giant blanket. And each snowflake, they dance and they're slow or they're fast, but they move at their own pace. So how are we like snowflakes? Number one, when a snowflake hits the ground and there's no snow on the ground, it paves the way for other snowflakes. We pave the way for other paras and other teachers to help our children along. It dampens sound. That is the coolest thing about snow. It dampens sound. So we dampen the sound of, what is the word I'm looking for? Lord, I forgot that word that quick. Of I can't do. I'm not smart enough. You're not smart enough. The test says I'm stupid. We dampen that sound from our baby's ears. Like we block all of that negative sound. We adjust as snowflakes do when in any situation we adjust to our children. It's like a snowflake does adjust itself as they pile one on top of the other onto a surface. So on a tree, on a branch, they're not flat, they're round and kooky looking. I love trees too. And as a snowflake falls on it, it kind of curves itself. And the snow that's piled on top, each snowflake fits right in around and on top of until it makes a perfect spot. So we are that. We're snowflakes. When people was talking about don't be a snowflake, I was like, yes, be a snowflake. Okay, so I am one for snowflaking. So yeah, like I said, I'm cool with snowflaking. I love snowflakes. Be our snowflake. We are icebergs. Look, the icebergs took out a whole bunch of stuff, didn't it? Sorry about this, guys. Yeah, so icebergs has taken out the Titanic. It's taken out a couple other ships. It's taken out, come on, really? Icebergs are cool because a lot of the stuff is at the bottom that people don't see. We just see the top. So our kids and our students see the top of what we do and not the bottom. A lot of parents see that too. So be an iceberg, be a snowflake, pick whichever winter theme you want, but go ahead and do it because we are awesome and we mean a lot to our children. And I would like for you to ask for your support for our Philly PFT members who are fighting for a safe reopening because we don't need to be back in them buildings. It is not safe for our babies to be back in the building. It is not a good learning environment right now. As much as we want to get back in, it's not time yet. It's not safe. It was not safe before COVID. It's not safe now. And if you've seen the picture with the fans, woo, yeah. Also, I'm going to ask you to like, comment, and subscribe. Please and thank you. You know, the thing button if you're on YouTube. And, you know, ring the bell so you can hear and see whatever come up. Also, there is a 30 days of Read Aloud. So in honor of Black History Month and World Read Aloud Day, which was last Thursday. Woohoo! I have decided to do 30 days of Read Alouds featuring Black characters. And I'm saying as in main characters, not the sidekick, not the villain, not that background character, main character. So it's on our YouTube channel. It's Para Power Philly, so you can like and subscribe there if you haven't done already. And oh, I wanted to show you some of the books that came in that I bought from our donations. So I thank my Feltonville School of Arts and Sciences family members, work family, who donated and helped pick our shirts. And I cannot wait until y'all can see them. I'll probably do it next midweek. But here, let me show you the books. All right, so I heard about these magazines, comic books, from Dr. Greg Carl on the Karen Hunt Show. And I just had to get them. And I think they are super important and super worthwhile and worthy of our kids. So here they are. They're called Golden Legacy. Can you see? Can you see? And they are biographies of Black people. So this one is Alice Pushkin. I have one. There's like 25 of them, 16. This one, African Kingdoms. What? Ancient African Kingdoms tell our babies that their history did not start at 1619. We've been around a long time. Crispus Attucks. This one I am going to read to my babies when we do, as we're reading Stamped. I'm not going to go through all of these but here's some more. Look. So if you can still donate if you would like, and I'll put the link in the chat, and we can get a nice, lovely shirt too. They are $20 from extra small child size to 3X adults. But we'll talk about that later. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. You can reach out to me at parapowerphilly@gmail.com, YouTube, IG. We even have a Pinterest. I'm still working on the Pinterest. And we have a Twitter, which is Parapowerphilly or Philly Parapower. I always forget which one it is. I'm getting there, I promise y'all. So, like, comment, subscribe. If you have questions or topics that you think I should ask, talk about, please let us know. Well, let me know, because this is a joy for me and I want us to grow as paraprofessionals. See y'all next time.